Look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, kamo kwa uru mai koe.
Hey, I don't know.
Tō mātou reo.
Kia au te MΑORI, te MAORI, kia au.
Tō mātou tuku hohe.
So a lot of eggplant emojis there,
Tō
Matamata.
mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MΑORI Plus on your devices.
E te tai hoa mā nau mai hono mai ki Whanganui ki tēnei kēmu hi kakarau atu. Kei Whanganui ngā kēmu e rua o ara ko Whanganui Collegiate. Rātou ko te kura o Pētera tapu. Kia ora everyone and welcome to Whanganui Collegiate, what promises to be an exciting fixture between St Peter's School from Cambridge and of course the hosts, Whanganui Collegiate School. Ko Toby tōku ingoa, my name is Toby. It is my pleasure to watch this one alongside all of you. E hono mai ana i ngā kokona e whā o Aotearoa Whānui, joining in from across the nation. Two incredibly proud rugby schools, both producing All Blacks. St Peter's, the likes of Sevenpenny Finau and Cam Roigard. Whanganui Collegiate, of course, the famous Sir David Kirk and Stephen Perafeta, who you may have seen last night in action against the Crusaders. Nō reira ia tātou e whakatatana ki te timatanga o te kēmu nei. Kia tituru ki ngā tima e rua as we draw nearer to the start time. Let's take a look at the two teams. First up, Whanganui Collegiate. From the props, Harry Sherritt, William Gibbs, Thornton Humphrey, Charlie Mabin, Ferg Prouting, Charlie Ross, Ernest McQueen, James Olds, Kobe Simmons, Cruz Malor, Guy Ormsby, David Afamasanga, Jack Amon, Nico McDougall, Isaiah Butukoro, Max Hadfield, Isaac Ashworth, Darius Moe, Charlie Devane, Rupert Smith, Lockie Stark and Benjamin Karatau. E tō rātou kaiako and their head coach, Steve Simpson. Ka huria nō ki te taha. O te kura o Pētera tapu on the side of St Peter's School. Starting off in the props, Tom Dystra, Chicane Zammit, Cooper Moore, Cameron Moores, Ollie Barnes, Mitchell DeLuca Oliveira, George Edwards Heaney, Kobe Trey Ross, Zeke Clark, Luca Miller, Luke Galloway, Waiton Pucky, Cruz Mara, Brandon Parker, Jack Keltonite, James Powell, Travis Ehlers, Kobe Bell, Joe Lang, Mitchell Beard and Austin Smith. Me tō rātou kaiako o Carl Peri Tera. Kua tai mai te ua, engari e kore te wairua e māku I Whanganui. The rain has come, but the vibes will not be dampened here in Whanganui. Kura tētai āhuatanga pai o tēnei hā kina. Me mea ka whiti mai a taminui te rā, me mea ka heke mai te ua ka tākaro tonu aha ko te aha. One of the great things about our rugby. Sun shining, rain pouring. Always going to be some good action. You see my name flashing up on the screen there. Yes, Toby Fleming. Nōku te maringa nui. Ki te mātakitahi tahi tēnei ke me koutou katoa. Koinei te rauna suarua o tēnei whakataitai mo te taurua mano rua te kaumā on all this. The second round of action for the Central North Island competition in 2026. Both of these teams looking to make a strong run at that title. Hei te whakamutunga o te tau nei o te wāhanga nei me ki ko te whainga kia tui tēnei kēmu me te kaitoa o te Super 8. Obviously the goal for all of these teams to get to that game at the end of the season against the champions of Super 8 and try and make their way to the Barbarians Cup. That is the top 4 tournament here in Aotearoa. Me tātou ki te ana hoki I te kaiwa wā mo te kēmu nei, as we can see there as well. The referee just preparing himself me te mihi nunui katoa, me mihi nunui hoki me ki ngā kaiwa wā katoa o tēnei whakataitai. Nei kore ake rātou, e kore e nei kēmu e tū, and a big shout out as well to all of our fantastic referees without whom these games would not be able to go ahead. Me te tokomaha o ngā kaitau ko tai tonu mai aha ko te ua aha ko te āwha. And a big shout out as well to all of the supporters who have come out in force despite the rain, despite the storm it looks to be. Bit of wind, the brollies are out, the raincoats are on, but they are still here to support their boys. E me ika wana, kia rātou katoa. E tātou e tatare ana mō ngā tima e rua as we wait for the two teams to take the fields. E rua ngā minutes ia toi ana ki te timatanga o te kaupapa nei, just 2 minutes to go to the beginning of today's program. Ka hua nei, mā ngā manuhiri, e eru tia tahi. Looks like it will be the visitors coming on to the field first, followed by the home sides. E te tāua hoki o tēnei kura o tira, tēnei papa kua tiakina i ngā kaitiaki o te kura nei. And a big shout out as well to all the groundskeepers. The school and field looking pristine, as we do see St. Peter's waiting to take the field. Te rapea ka tae koe te tikite, te toku iti o ngā tangata e mau pōtai ana. Mai ngā tima e rua, as you may be able to see on your screens. Just a small number of players in each team wearing those caps. Kura tētai ho ngā tikanga, te whutuporo ākura i Aotearoa. Me mea kai ake koe ki tētahi nama o ngā kēmu ka whiwhia e koe tētai pōtai. One of the great traditions in New Zealand school rugby, when you achieve a certain number of games for your school, you receive one of those caps. Looks to be only 5 of them for Whanganui, only 3 or 4 for St. Peter's. Nō reira he tau tērā o te rangatahi o enei tima e rua. Sign there, plenty of youth in both of these teams. Usually the year 13s wearing those caps, or the players from previous years. So 2 relatively new sides taking the field. Tai hoa kia kite ai o rātou āhuatanga. Will be interesting to see how they play their footy. They've got 1 game under their belts. Have they settled in? Have they found their style? Whanganui. I te mā e rā tiha te rongonui rātu. Putano i Aotearoa. Whanganui in their famous white shirts known across Aotearoa. St. Peter's in the blue and navy with that red stripe. Ia ngā tima e rua. E whakatakutu ana I o rātou pōtai ki te paiwehe. Both teams now laying their caps on the sideline. Another fantastic tradition. Sign of respect and honour between the 2 schools. Whanganui will now return the favour. O taku whakapāhātu kia koutou katoa e whakarongo mai ana I te āhua anu o taku reo. Kua pā mai te mauiwitanga, hako o te rangatahi o tēnei tinana he pakake te immune system me ki. My apologies to all of you listening in from home. To forced to listen to my slightly nasally voice this morning. Despite my youthful body, my immune system showing its age. I've fallen sick already for the 2nd time this year. Ka ngana tonu wahau. Nō reira e te iwi. Ka kātia te koro I reira. I'll stop my talking now and let you enjoy the haka, a fantastic spectacle. Kia are mai. Au e te ihi, au e te wehi. E rere mai ana I te paparā. The mana from those boys as they laid down the challenge. Me te mai o hoki o ngā kai tākaro o te kuro o te ratapu. E tūkaha ana e tituro toru mana ki a rātou. And a strong response from St. Peter's standing there, staring them down. Rita ana ngā tima e rua. Me te ki o tētai o ngā kai tautoko hoerangi whaki tēnei. And you can hear from the sideline one of the supporters saying it is a lovely day for it. Yes, it is, Ehua. The wind and the rain only add to it, in my opinion. Tērā pia ka āhua, parauri haere. Tērā tiha te o Whanganui. Won't be surprised if those Whanganui shirts are a bit more brown than white come the end of this one. Whanganui mai te matau ki maui. Whanganui will get us all the way from right to left. Hata petara mai te maui ki te matau. Nō reira e te iwi. Ki are mai. Get ready for this one as we look to get underway here in Whanganui. Referee just checking everything's all right, drawing out the suspense perhaps. As if the nerves weren't already high enough. Referee seems just be taking his time. Te ahua nei tērā pia karea no hato petara, kia rite. St. Peter's not quite ready. It's the referee just looking towards the sideline for the nod of approval to get this one started. Looks like he's satisfied now. Ora re te iwi. Kia hikakara, kua tsimata. We are underway here. St. Peter's received the kickoff. And hard into contact there, now looking to centre. This early contact phase is so crucial, looking to establish some physical dominance both sides. And now St. Peter's looking to go wide. A little bit of an error there on the pass, just goes behind him, well recovered there on the right wing and sends the man away as well. Fantastic tackle break, but parked down just short of their own 22. Great strong run up the centre there, broke the first tackle, took another one with him. And now they're going to look to clear. As they look to this right hand side. No, goes up the centre and finds grass. With the Whawhai Hoki, good chase now. Looking to put some pressure on the return. Will not look to kick, I should say. Tries to run it up. Gets brought down. Kitsui te ruetipai Māori Ruamita just beyond 22. Tērā pia nā te māku. E pēnei ai te āhua tangata Kimu nei. Maybe just that dew, that moisture. Not much of a dew as it is a bit of a swampiness from all of that rain overnight. And might see more running rugby, more contact, more collisions. Not quite as free-flowing in these kinds of conditions. There's a good shot there from St. Peter's, getting the man over the sideline, looked to offload it back in field. Couldn't get the ball away. St. Peter's first line out goes the way of the boys in blue. They won't be setting them all, just 4 men in the line out. They will look to shift it, and they do. Now going left. As I was saying, these teams probably won't be playing very flowing rugby, but looks like the boys weren't listening in. Not afraid to throw those passes, get that ball out wide, as now they look to go up the centre. Good shot there. So it was the hooker and the flanker combining to drive him back. Whanganui Collegiate looks like that one's just been dropped, so it is with Whanganui Collegiate. Take the contact once more. Tisiriki Whanganui looking to go up the centre. Good leg drive. Gets through the first, takes one with him. Now they push up beyond the 10-metre line. Niki tonu ana ki tēnei tahamatau, tērā tahamatau me ki, still shifting that to the right-hand side, now looking to straighten up. Wanted the turnover, did the number 8 for St. Peter's. Couldn't quite get his hands over it, and now Whanganui. Hōkiri ana ki taua Paiwehe, just driving towards that halfway line, happy to work those phases.
Go, Harry!
Not looking for anything too fancy. Spins around, looks at the right hand side. Good, strong run. Ooh, tip tackle there. Waiki te kaiwa wild. Referee says all good, and we keep going. Another strong carry. Tuki ana ki taua te kaumita, just crashing towards that 10-metre line. Tino mā nawa tino ka hoki. Tōmua tono ni tēnei haurua tuatai, strong and patient early in the first. Strong contact there, 8 on the second, 5. You can hear that run through the mics.
Keep going, Collegiate!
Matamata i te horo, not rushing here at the moment. Whanganui Collegiate just happy to go through those phases, take the contacts. St. Peter's looking for the turnovers, can't quite get over the top. The pick and go, finds himself in the arms of the blind side.
Go, David!
And now they look to shift it out to the right-hand side. Ngari kua hapa ko te ahua he offside there. Now St. Peter's offside called against the boys in blue. Long passage of play there. 3 minutes of straight phases, heavy contacts. Now, Whanganui, ka titiro ki te paitaha, they'll look to the sideline. It's a good kick too. That one was in absolutely no danger of missing touch. It's out on the roads. Kia matu tētahi, kimi ai tēra pōro. Might need to send someone out across the fence to get that one back. And now they get a chance to set a drive about 15 metres out from the try line. We saw them play a physical brand of rugby in open play. Be interesting to see if that translates into their set piece. No, they go to the front of the line out. No drive on this occasion. Set play out the back door. Looking to drive his way up towards the 5-metre line. Just about 10 short now. Kawea Paira also did a great carry. And now they look to shift it out left. Engari Kuataka. That one goes to ground. Now St. Peter's with the line break. Off he goes up the left-hand side. Kenny Finds putting the man on the outside. How are the wheels? How's the pace? He's got to make it end-to-end stuff for St. Peter's. I te whakahaumaru rātou I tō rātou ake raina. They were defending their own line. The knock on, the pickup, the break up the centre from the blindside flanker. Found his man on the outside. Me ngā wira ki te pariro. Ngā piro suatahi o te kemu. Ia hato Petara, first points of the game go to the boys in blue. Out of absolutely nothing. That is fantastic stuff. And it looks like the first 5 from that left-hand side. Tough kick with the wind and the rain. It's going to need a good job to get this one through. Despite that, still some early encouragement for the boys in whites. Patient in position, drove their way up the field, found themselves in a good scoring position. St. Peter's able to snatch it, but no doubt we'll be looking for more of the same. Now the kick comes in from the sideline. It is a good one. That is a fantastic attempt out from that left-hand side. Wind and rain unfazed. Noreira Tsuki te kore. Now 7 plays 0. It will hipai tēnei kēmu. 6 minutes gone in this one. Anyway, we'll get us underway once more. Taken away by St. Peter's. First hard carry from the number 8. Mawani Taua Pōtai Whiro wearing that red cap and taking some heavy contact. And he breaks the first, breaks another, breaks a third and a fourth. Te kai Whanganui tērā pau. That centre for St. Peter's with a strong carry and failing to roll away the call on Whanganui. St. Peter's now looking to build up some momentum. They'll look to that sideline as the rain starts to fall heavily. And that kick, not quite finding touch. It was a fantastic effort from Whanganui to get it back in play. Almost picked up on the second attempt by Peters again. Noreira, ko te he ke rātou tonu te rārangi ki waho. Despite that mistake, they will retain. No, it will go the way of Whanganui. Pulled out of a St. Peter's hands. Deep in their own territory. It'll be interesting to see if they look to run it up as they did before or just clear it away. Lovely line out straight to the middle. And they are going to run it up. Heavy contact. Nā tima e rua. Kei ko nei rātau ki te whawhai kare rātau i te mataku ki te kawi taua pōro. Both teams here to fight, not showing any fear to carry that ball. Up the gut stuff here on both ends of the field is now Whanganui. Kangana ki te oma mai tō rātau ake hauru as they look to run it out from their own half. Now they go back for the clearance. Strong kick, drifting across that left-hand side of the field. Well controlled in the end by St. Peter's. Steps off the right foot, I should say. My hands and feet mixed up. Head, shoulders, knees and toes is a valid resource even in 2026 here at Stefano. There's now another strong carry from that number 8. St. Peter's, that's the right-hand side, now breaking up the centre. Breaking another couple and still going. The offload back on the inside. Mete Piroa no, and another try. St. Peter's. That physicality, the strong carries up the middle, breaking tackles, and the offload to his man on the left-hand side. That is a fantastic try. Te kauma rua ki te kore. 12 now plays nil. Ura tētai āhua tango ngā kēmu i te māku. Pauaua. Pauaua ngā tuki. Pauaua te mautonu. Ngā kaiwhakaeke. One of the things that you see in these wet conditions. Difficult to tackle, difficult to get a hold of your man. And St. Peter's taking good advantage of that. Carrying strong up the centre, finding those line breaks and the rewards. To add the extra 2. Just out to the right-hand side. And he nails it. Te kaumā whā ki te kore nānei. Now 14-0. Mā rātou e tiumata noi ki te tātou. Tā rātou pitomata me ki i era minutes I simatonga. We saw their potential in those opening minutes. They built some good phases, managed to find themselves 5 metres out from the St. Peter's line. Kore. Hapera no rātou, they'll try that again. Running rugby, definitely not the play for either of those teams. Happy to just take those contacts, try and dominate the physical space. Another strong carry from number 8. And now the clearance has been charged. Now a foot race back towards the line, well controlled. Gets away from one. Dummies the kick, and now he looks to run it straight back. To the centre once more. Takes the contact, goes to ground, resets. Whanganui. Strong line, they're going to look to clear now. Taua Tahamauī looking towards that left-hand side. Fantastic take at the back for Whanganui. Little Goosey looks to go around on the right-hand side, brings him down close to the touchline. Nika no ki Whanganui centering it once more. Ka hokia no ki tō rātou rautaki. They return to that strategy. Strong carries. Looking to just dominate the contact space. Gaining good post-tackle meters there. Nika no ki Tahamauī. They'll shift it out to the left-hand side now. Off the left foot step. Trying to find the gap. Couldn't quite make his way through. Mete Piro Hoki. Fantastic work over the ball for St. Peter's. Saw the ruck forming and got straight over the top of it. Kia rātou anō once more with an opportunity to drive deep into Whanganui territory here. Rārangi ki waho anō. Te kaumita. Line out once more on the 10-metre line. E toru e whānoi ho anō. Ngā tangata I te rārangi mō te kura tapu o hato petara. Once more, just 3 or 4 men in the line out for St. Peter's, looking to stack that line out into the centre. Shift that ball. And they do so. They have a little bit of an overlap here on the left-hand side. Can't quite find him as that ball makes its way into touch. Orari nainei tērā pia ia heinga. Mo Whanganui ki te whai whakautu. Perhaps an opportunity now for Whanganui to find a response. He rātou te rārangi ki waho. Te ahua wāhi o rite, engari ki te rātutaha o te papa. Similar position just on the opposite side of the field to what we saw from St. Peter's just a couple of minutes ago. So they look to put it in.
Well done. Yes, Charlie.
Te koroa e te iwi. Kua whakakorea hau I taku hopuoro. Muted my mic there for a quick cough and I didn't turn it back on, but my goodness, have I come back at the right time. Straight up the centre, saw the gap, carried it straight through Te Piro Tua Toru. Kia Hato Petra, the third try for St. Peter's there. Strong carries up the centre, drew in the defenders, found the man on the left-hand side and straight through the gap. Simple stuff, but beautifully executed for the boys in blue. Simple conversion right out in front. We'll look to add the icing on the cake. Conversion is good. Rua te kaumata I ki te kore. Ki te taho o ngā tāne I te kikorangi 21-0 in favour of the boys in blue. Kaumārima ngā miniti kua hipa I tēnei haurua tuatahi, 15 minutes gone here in the first. Te wero I nāne me pēhea. A Whanganui e whai whakaitu ki te wero. Kua takatoria e Hato Petra. How can Whanganui find the response to the challenge that's been laid down here by St. Peter's? They want to go deep from the kick-off. Forward past the call from the referee. Now a chance. Ia hainga mo Whanganui. Hohonu tonuana I te haurua. Mo Whanganui deep in the Whanganui half. With the kakari, with the scrum, just beyond the kaumita, the 10-metre line. Pehea rātou e whakamahi tēnei a hainga. How will they use this opportunity? First scrum of the game. 16 minutes gone and we're yet to see a contest like this one. See how each team looks to set the tone at scrum time. Matamata no, te ahua nei ngā rārangi ki mua. E haere tō tikana ki te papa. We'll set once more, looks like the front rows there. Going straight to grounds. Line out, just moving infield a couple of metres, perhaps a bit of a wet patch. Uere ka timata no. Whanganui tērā pia ka titiro rātou ki te tahamaui. They might look to shift it out to that left-hand side. Spreading their line towards the sideline. Might look to use that advantage, but an early push there, early engage. And now St. Peter's will look to tap and go. We're going to catch Whanganui unawares. Offside the call. Matima e rua. E hea nei te rua te kaumā rua mita. Both teams now committing some errors inside the 22. Whanganui, you can see from the captain there, will look to the sideline. Yet to see a line-out drive from either team, but you just get the feeling this might be the moment for the boys in whites. Send it over the sideline. As Whanganui, te hui o ngā kaimua. The forwards have a little meeting. Looks like they will be cooking up a drive here, potentially. No. You can see the lock and the number 8 just hanging back there for the boys in white. They might look to run a set play. Perhaps let those boys crash in from out the back. And they do. There he came in with some serious pace. He was ready to absolutely smash into the line, but the offload didn't quite connect. Another scrum. On this occasion, it will be a St. Peter's feed. Set were good on that occasion from both sides as scrum stagnant. Good shove from both respective forward packs as now St. Peter's look to clear up the right-hand side as it curls back in. Good take it back from Whanganui Collegiate. Couldn't quite get the grip on that left-hand step. Straight over the top of it was St. Peter's. Looking for the jackal, had his hands on the ground, had to back off it. Good discipline there as now St. Peter's turn it over. Look to shift now to that left-hand side. They have the numbers. Here they come. Up the left, St. Peter's. Good tackle, just tips him up there. Engari tatatonu ki tera rima mita, close to the 5-metre line now. Good strong carry. Sends it back into the centre. Little dummy. Strong contact. It was a bit of a wheelchair tackle there. Manages to stop him. Still strong carries for the boys in the kikorangi. Getting over the top of it, had hands on the ball, cleared out. Now looking to go to the right again. Spies the gap. Tried to offload it on the ground. Just a bit of a mistake there. Should have probably held on to that one when he went down. Lifeline here for Whanganui as they will look to the sideline. Doesn't quite have the legs on the kick. And now St. Peter's wants to go down the right-hand side. As the sun has come out here on the west coast. And now breaking up the centre now. St. Peter's. Whanganui setting their line again. They look to the left-hand side. They've got an overlap. Couldn't find his man outside. Strong carry, taking men with them, going towards that sideline, keeps it in. St. Peter's somehow still in possession. Now the crash ball again. Tetsuki by rawa atu, koira te whakautu. There's the response. It was 8 on 8. Picked him up and drove him back. Has to go to ground to keep it. A little bit of fancy footwork. Now finds his man, shifting it once more. Whanganui. Still the strong defensive wall for the boys in white. Now Cambridge look to shift it. Fitsu Warupeanga Mite Toyana 7 or 8 metres left as now they look to go in the left-hand corner. Can he find the finish? Yes, he can. The nekehanga mai Whanganui ki te taha mai wi. The movement from the centre out to the left-hand side. Just strolled it in the corner. Roa te kauma onoi nai nei ki te kore me ki. Oh, where? Go away te kore me ki nei au. 26 plays 0. Aranoia kia he mai te ti. Yet to make a mistake from the tee, but this will definitely be a tough one from out on the left-hand side. Rangi, kahurangi, as we see that blue sky, what a beautiful sight it is. The rain has passed, the sun is out. The tumanako nei ka maroke haere te whenua te papa nei. Kia ngā wore ake ai te tākoro, hopefully can dry up the surface, make the playing a little bit easier for these two teams, but the rain, the wind has not dampened the spirits of St. Peter's. E whāngā pero, te rohe te kauma miniti noiho. 4 tries in just 20 minutes for the boys in blue as the kick comes in from the left-hand side. It's also good. Absolute sniper thus far. Cannot miss. Whanganui Rua ponu te kēmu. E kaumātoru ngā miniti e toi ana I tēnei haurua tuatahi. Still 13 minutes left in this first half. Plenty of time. Ngā tāne. I te mā te whakautu ai. Au e. Aku arero. St. Peter's now. And out to the left-hand side. Almost the intercept by the looks of things from Whanganui. Getting up out of the line. But it remains with the boys from Cambridge now. They look to clear towards the left-hand side. Controlled in the end for Whanganui. Now he looks to run it back. Just bouncing out of a couple tackles. Heading towards the centre of the field. Tatatonu ki taua te kaumita. Kare kore. Ka ngana rātou ki te oma ki te kawi taua pōro mai tō rātou. Ke haurua. No doubt they'll look to carry this one out of their own half. And they do. Once more taking the contact. Just looking to retain possession. Strong carries, patient play. Taking those tackles, looking to build those phases. Try and find a way through this St. Peter's line. Goes to ground once more. Carries at the centre. On their own 22. Just a bit trapped at the moment. St. Peter's not giving any grounds. Just now they look to go left again. Here's the kick. They're going to keep it in. Foot race. It's a strong chase for number 8 from Whanganui. Goes to ground in the end. And now St. Peter's. Good turnover there from Whanganui. Got over the ball and managed to get his hands on it as well. Fantastic work for the balls and for the boys in whites.
Work collegiate.
And the offside calls.
Okay, get ready.
O reira, hea heinga I nai nei, mā Whanganui. Te whai etai wai te haurua o St. Peter's. A chance now for Whanganui to find some time in the St. Peter's half. They've been trapped inside their own for the majority of this first period. They will relish the opportunity to get some attacking authority. In front of the line out. Good take. And now they look to shift it out to the right-hand side. Got an overlap, long ball out to the right. Can he find space outside? Just loses footing. Goes to ground. Nānei Keita te kaumita. On the 10-metre line now, they look to go down the right. Now a strong carry up the middle. Steps off the left, takes it into contact, breaks a couple tackles. Great post-tackle meters there for Whanganui. Kōkiri ana ki taua rua te kaumā rua mita engari kua taka. It is dropped, but the referee had an offside called on St. Peter's. The line just getting up a little bit quick there. Kare kore ka titiro a Whanganui ki te kokona rā. No doubt Whanganui will look to go down into that corner. Still yet to see a line-out drive from either team. As that ball almost takes out a car as well. Kia tūpato rā. Pirapuia ko te āhua nei kia teite ake taua taiapa. Maybe a higher fence needed out on that right-hand side. Shout out to whoever it is having to go and fetch the balls back at the moment. Mahi rangatira. Squador Kimuri. The take is good and they'll look to shift it out. Now going across to the left. Swinging it out towards the wing. Takes the tackle. Going to get to ground and does so. Now with the resets. St. Peter's line quick to get up on him there, not giving them any space to run. risking those offsides, of course, but thus far, Clinicals has held him up. Looks like it may have been a maul, but the referee says he managed to get a knee down just in time. Strong carry there for the lock. He looks to go to the blind side, up the left-hand wing. Keeps it in fields. Taka. Deruku, the diving attempt by the Namawaru. But it will be a scrum with the St. Peter's feed. Oh! Looks like he actually just had a foot in touch there, the pass on the inside. Didn't come quite in time here. Rārangi ki waho. Te kura tapu o Hato Pētara. Te kura o Pētara tapu me ki au e. Ki ngā mihinare. O ngā takataki mana ki a ngā ori mai. Kia Whanganui. Looking to shut down this counter-attack. St. Peter's almost finding space out on the side, but the strong tackle throws him across the near sideline. Statement play from Whanganui kei rātou, te Rārangi ki waho. Hatatonu ki te rua te kaumārua mita, close to the 22-metre line. Kaha rātou ki tēnei hanga. What can they do with this opportunity as they look to go to the front of the line outs? Almost a steal there for St. Peter's, but it is with Whanganui as they now look to shift it from left to right. St. Peter's doing well to spread their line, and now they look to step with the right foot. Go up the centre, carrying it into contact. Now they go once more to their forwards, letting them crash into the line. Just looking to build those phases, hold possession, drive their way closer and closer, and now they go out wide. They've got the overlap. Houses paced on the right-hand side. Almost dragging him into touch, St. Peter's. Now 8 metres left. Try line beckons here for the boys in whites. Almost breaking through. Dragged down just short, perhaps a pick and go. No, he looks to go left. St. Peter's doing well to get up out of the line and bring him down. Good post-contact meters there as now Whanganui look to go out to the wing. Almost over the ball there for Peters. Whanganui just keeping alive. Now the pick and go. Looking to hold him up for the maul. Just manages to get the ball out. Needing to slow down and reset here. Whanganui, they will do so. They look to the right. They have numbers out on the right-hand side. Can they find them? Kua taka anō. Ball goes to ground. Engari ai ki te kau. Well, he paingatia rapea ki a Whanganui. Looks like Whanganui were playing advantage for offside again. Ura tētahi mate. I te rautaki o Hato Pētara. One of the risks, I should say, tētahi ngā mea mō rea of this type of defensive strategy for Hato Pētara as they rush up. Very easy to get caught offside, and now Whanganui looking to take advantage of that fact. But now, breaking one, breaking two, driving towards the line. Just meters away. As they'll look to let the big boys go to work. Strong carries towards the line, comes down just short. Drives once more an advantage again. Looks like it was the halfback for St. Peter's just getting caught on the wrong side of the ruck. And now they look to go left, use that advantage. Driving towards the line, mete piro hoki. Kua whawhai roa, kua mā nawa ai reira hoki te hua. They have fought long and hard, they've been patient. And there is the fruit of their labour. Whanganui with the first score of the game. They were camped down in the St. Peter's half for what felt like eternity. And eventually they found a way to break that defensive wall. And it will be the winger from the left-hand side to look to the posts. St. Peter's thus far excellent off the tee. Te mero 9-8 mā Whanganui te whai pēra ai. Challenge now for Whanganui to follow and do the same. Kick is up. Karere ki te tahamatau. That one just flies out to the right-hand side. Nō reira rua te kau MΑORI ki te rima. 28 plays 5. Ia tātou a whakatatana ki te hauruatanga as we draw nearer and nearer to half-time. Could that be the spark that Whanganui need to start getting themselves back into the game?
Not you. I was going to say, not you.
Kick comes in, puts it up high, well taken. For Whanganui as now they look to run it up. Wai te kianga whakamutsunga. O tēnei haurua tuatai. Who's going to have the final say in the first half? That penalty. Now give Whanganui a chance to drive upfield. Close to the sideline. Interesting to see how much distance he can get on this touch finder. Does it with the left boots. Once more, the car's out on the road in danger. Finds touch. Tatatonu ki taua te kaumita close to that 10-metre line. Looks like we may have a set play coming here from Whanganui. Terapea ka titiro rātou ki te parirau. Tatatonu ki te kāmara might look to this wing close to where our camera is standing. Try and shift St. Peter's across the field. Get some space to run it down towards the line. Line out just goes astray. So now Whanganui will get a chance to run it out from their own half. Strong carry up towards the halfway line. Now runs it into contact. Now cross the halfway line as they look to get down in towards St. Peter's territory. Just a couple minutes to go here. And now they swing it towards the right-hand side. Kua take ai ki te kaiwa wā, kua haere ki Muri. Muri, Meki. Referee sees that one went backwards, but St. Peter's managed to scoop it up. Now looking for an overlap on the left-hand side. Can they find it? Good dummy. Finds his fullback. Strong carry into contact, driven back there by the second five. Strong defensive effort from Whanganui as now St. Peter's look once more to their number 8. Happy to build those phases. Little dart there down the blind side. 1-2 steps off the right, then off the left. We're getting the advantage as well. Te ahua nei he Rutsu Mahunga. High tackle called against Whanganui. Strong carry, post-contact meters here for St. Peter's, close to the line. Tuataka, the ball just dropped. He ran from an absolute mile away, took half the team with him and couldn't quite get the finish. So they will tap and go now. St. Peter's looking for a try just before the halftime break. They have numbers on the left-hand side, taking it into contact. Fantastic control, mete piro. Era pea koira te kianga whakamutsungo te haurua nei. That might be the final say here in the first half. St. Peter's with a quick tap, looked out to the left-hand side. The offload was a little bit above his head, did well to bring it in. Turned and managed to get it down. Toru te kauma toru ki te rima. 33 plays 5 here for St. Peter's. Korenoia kia he, yet to make a mistake from the tee. Can he add the 2 once more? And he does oblige. Unblemished in the first half from the tee. for St. Peter's. E toana mā te toru te kau mā rima ki te rima. They go in up by 30, 35 plays 5. Nō rene ka paku ka tā tātou. We'll take a quick break here in Whanganui. A ka hoki akua nei, ki te haurua tuarua.
Stefano, look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Quick scroll, one tap, ka mau, kua uru mai koe.
Hey, ata koe.
Tō mātou reo,
Kia te MΑORI, kia
tō mātou puku hohe,
So a lot of eggplant emojis there, my
tō mātou tirohanga. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Ours is make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira te tū, kia Whanganui te tū.
Hear my brother say, stop.
I want to win. I want to win. Let's go. Anei a haka feels, te mihi atu nei.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through really tough times. It's a real privilege, but you know, for us, we want to see others getting involved in this. This is not a selfish thing for Apollo. This is about how can we get, whether it's construction or other businesses, to get involved in this.
There's a lot of things that kids miss out on, and so to have businesses step up and want to be involved and to help is a game changer for schools. It really is.
It's time for action. We are working to reduce the impacts of climate change, side by side with nature, with each other, through research, investment and practical innovation. Because nature is not a resource, it's a collaborator. Nativa, leading with nature.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
Why does he need to
E te ti e te tai hoa mānau mai hoki mai anō ki Whanganui. Kua puta tamanui te rā, kua mahana ake te āhuatanga o te rangi nei. A koi nei te whakamutunga o te hauruatanga o tēnei kēmu hīkakarau atu kei Whanganui i a hato petara rātau ko Whanganui Collegiate School. Kia ora everyone, welcome back to beautiful Whanganui. The sun has come out, it's getting warmer, and we have come to the end of the half-time break here. Fantastic first half of footy between St. Peter's from Cambridge and, of course, the hosts Whanganui Collegiate. St. Peter's up by 30, 35-5 at the half-time break. Ready. Kaua e whakapono noa ki te tauranga. Don't just look at the scoreboard. A much closer first half than the scoreline would suggest. No doubt, plenty of hard-fought rugby still to come. St. Peter's katakoro mai te matau ki te maui. Whanganui mai te maui ki te matau. St. Peter's will come out from right to left. Whanganui from left to right. Strong contact early here. Whanganui looking to build from their own half. And good carry there, taking a couple of men with them. As now they drive up closer towards that 10-metre line. St. Peter's with that strong defensive wall we saw in the first half. Utonoa ki tira rautaki. Sticking with that defensive strategy of the rush defense. Not afraid to get up off their line. As now Whanganui look to clear it up the centre of the field. They have found grass, controlled at the back for St. Peter's. And now St. Peter's on the return. Tetsuki Whanganui, strong tackle up the centre now. Bumps one, goes to ground, now resets out the back. Now shifting towards the left. Close to that 22-metre line, and now they look to go out wide. Good hands, finds his winger, steps off the left foot, breaks a couple. They've got Whanganui bunched into the left-hand side. Can they find space on the opposite side of the field? Now they look to release it out to the right-hand side. The dummy now carries strong up the centre. They have the numbers. Can they find an overlap? Goes into the gap. Just short. Centimetres left as now it looks like the big boys will go to work. Drives low and hard. Close to the line. Resets out once more. And now they look to swing it. Back on the left foot step. Once more on the 5-metre line. Backwards the call from the referee, and they find the way out to the wing off the left foot. Now driving. Desperate attempt there. Fullback on fullback. Manages to bring him down. St. Peter's. Knocking on the door here. There's metres left. Happy to swing that ball out wide. No pick and goes, no short plays, just looking to release some space out of the respective wings. Good turnover. Clutch play there from Whanganui. Looks like it was carried back. I think it will be a 5-metre scrum. It was the number 8, the captain of Whanganui, getting over the ball with the clutch turnover. But he was dragged back across his own line. It will be a kakari, a scrum kia hato petara. Hato petara. Eri mga mita. Oh, where? Kei te hatakere o Māori. 5 metres left, but it will be a penalty. Perhaps an early engage there. The call from the referee against the boys in blue. Hāhenga I Nāianei. Mā Whanganui. As they look to the sideline, will it have the distance? Yes, it will. Clears it out towards the 22. An opportunity now for Whanganui to clear their line. Tarangi Waho, kei te rua te kaumarua mita, with the line out on the 22. Again, just a few boys in the line-out, not looking to give the forwards too much ball. Happy to play a more expensive style of footy, and now they find a break. St. Peter's bunched up a little bit. Can Whanganui access that side? No, they look to clear. And they find some turf in behind, controlled in the end for St. Peter's. Now they look to run it back. Here he comes. Look out for the contact. Good tackle, brings him down. Now they look to swing it. Ball going backwards. Whanganui looking to get up on the press. Mita as it finally does come to ground close to the 10-metre line.
Good work, Collegiate.
Want to shift left to right. Strong carries here from St. Peter's as now they look to access those wide channels and breaking up. The centre is the number 15. They've got numbers out wide. How's the wheels? How's the finish? It is good in the corner. For te kura o Petera Tapu. Whā te kau ki te rima, 40 now plays 5. Shifted it well from the centre out to the right-hand side. They had the overlap and good wheels down the wing. Found the finish in the corner. Rato Piro Sua Oro, their 6th try of the encounter. Karanoia kia here might the tee, as I said in the first, yet to miss. Whanganui from the tee. It's not like it's all been easy. They've had some tough kicks from out on the sideline, but he has been absolutely spot on. How's his range here in the second?
Well done, KP.
Opens it up. Strike is good. And the line is good as well. Ko te ahua nei te taia ia te he. It looks like he just can't miss at the moment. That is 6 from 6 for the fullback from Te Kura Tapu. Te Kura o Petera Tapu me ki.
Probably better that way.
And Whanganui will get us underway once more. Kick goes in. Nice high ball and the chase from Whanganui. They've won back possession. Fantastic work off the restart there. So now they look for some time inside the St. Peter's half, something they haven't had heaps of thus far in the fixture. Resets for his halfback. Turns. Looks to go up the centre again.
Go, Harry.
Strong carry from the prop forward. Manawana Tonuwana still patient. Happy to take those tackles. Carry hard, build those phases.
Come on, Collegiate.
So now they look to swing it out to the right-hand side. Puts on the fend. Gets brought to ground. Towards the centre once more. Strong contact here from St. Peter's. Driving Whanganui back, but now they have numbers out on the left. Can't quite access them. Good tackle. He's over the top of the ball. Couldn't quite support his weight on that occasion. Forced to take his hands off it. Kaha tonu ngā kawenga. Nā Whanganui engari. Haere whakamuri ana rātau I tēnei wā. Strong carries from Whanganui, but they're going backwards at the moment. Strong defensive line from St. Peter's putting on the pressure. Now they cross halfway.
Running.
That rush defense from St. Peter's just getting up and causing some serious problems for Whanganui. Saw them get caught offside a couple times in the first, but thus far in the second they have been absolutely spot on with their timing. Have the boys in blue. Like their Whanganui. Still patient, just building those phases. Not making any massive territorial gains, but now they have the advantage. That's what they were looking for. Now they can look for something more expensive as they look to use this opportunity. Couldn't quite free his hands up, so the referee will bring him back. No doubt they'll look to the corner here. Opportunity for some territory and some attacking momentum.
Come on, Collegiate!
Good touch finder off the left boots. Cars in danger. That one is hit the white SUV. That fence just has to be a bit higher. It has been an absolute blitz on the poor people parked on the roadside there. Luckily, no insurance claims as of yet. Good patience there, baiting the early jump from St. Peter's and now looking to switch it out to the right-hand side. Little dummy. Fakes, goes back on the right foot step. Wrestled to grounds. Going strong up the centre now, building some good carries. Getting close towards that 22. The left-hand side now, brought to ground once more. Geez, the speed with which St. Peter's are getting up out of their line. Hypersonic missiles just rushing up on Whanganui when they're in possession and winning the turnover. Off his feet, I believe is the call. St. Peter's now with a chance to clear out from their own half. And the touch finder is good. Tatawanu ki taua pai wehe. E rārangi ki wahoa no ki ngā tāne te kikorangi.
That's why they've got two balls.
Looked to go down the back, just a little bit long there. Within an arm's length of the jumper, but couldn't quite find the connections. Now Whanganui carrying strong up the centre once more. Whakatatana ki taua rua te kaumārua mita. As now they look to go out left. Strong tackle once more from St. Peter's, bringing him to grounds. Still patient, building those phases. Now they get a few metres there. Looks to go again. Was a double movement. If you go to ground, get a knee to ground, you must release. St. Peter's once more dodge the bullets. Send that ball out across the right-hand side. Hokia no. The Komitas will go back to the 10-metre line for another rārangi ki waho. Feels like they're only just getting started with the boys from Cambridge. Still 20 minutes to go. Plenty of time for either team to make a couple more statements. Good tackle around the ankles, brings him down close to the 10-metre line. Fantastic jackal and the turnover. Te MāORI for Whanganui, and now he taps and goes. The second turnover of the game, and now Whanganui looking to go out that right-hand side. You cannot rein them in. Fantastic open players. They now advance beyond the 10-metre line to ground once more. Now shifting back to the left-hand side. The lock, strong carry. We'll see the number 17 going under. Getting in support over the top of the ruck there. Whanganui. Perhaps a knock-on. No. Referee says it was off St. Peter's hand. And Collegiate now. They'll look out to the left-hand side. They've got a man. How's the pace? Good covering defense from St. Peter's, but he carries it inside the 22, looking to hold him up for the maul. Does well to release it, and now they go to grounds.
Hands ready.
Whoa, yes.
Coming through the ruck there. Referee says the ball was out. No call for playing the halfback. It's now Whanganui look to drive over the top of it. Can't do so. St. Peter's now. As they look to clear, and they do so well. They're close to that 10-metre line. A big shout out to all the people watching. Mai te papa. Mai o koutou kainga hoki, whether it's on the sideline or from your homes. It's fantastic to have you alongside us here in Whanganui.
That's better. That's better.
Strong carry up the guts from the number 8. Picking his team up and carrying them on his shoulders at the moment, as now Whanganui look to drive towards the quarter. Strong carry, just meters. Just meters remaining, so they can before they can get some valuable time inside the 22. Now they look to shift out to the right-hand side. Looks to straighten, strong tackle. Second 5 on centre. Managed to keep going, but you can hear that contact through the mics. Now they'll look to go to that left-hand side. As just short of the 22.
Go, Harry!
Now they do cross it. Not supporting his weight and not releasing the call from the Kaiwa while St. Peter's. They are weathering a storm at the moment. Blow after blow from Whanganui cannot find a way through. They'll clear to the sideline once more and they won't quite find touch. Now Whanganui looking to run it back. And they shift it.
Go, James!
Carrying up the centre, breaking tackles, going to grounds. Fantastic carry there from Whanganui. Kowai Atsui, the number 1. Who else but their number 8? He has put in an absolutely immense shift today. Halfback appealing to the referee, no call coming. And now Whanganui once more carrying up the centre. Peters looking for the jackal, can't find it. Now they go to the left-hand side. Another strong carry. Goes to grounds. Absolutely camped in the St. Peter's half thus far. Whanganui looking to find some sort of reward. That ball goes to ground. Now St. Peter's with the knock-on advantage, looking to run it out. Dumps him on the ground and keeps going. The kaha hoki. Oine kai mua mai. Ikemureti, the strength of these forwards from Cambridge. They've been putting on an absolute physical display thus far, as now St. Peter's look to drive it up towards the 10-metre line. That one finds its way to ground once more. Now Whanganui. Numbers on the left-hand side, looks to chip it ahead. It's as far as the halfback read it well, and now he looks to run it back. Strong contact again, perhaps a friendly fire there. Whanganui on Whanganui, the ball crosses the sideline. A little bit of a scrap, but it looks like we're all friends once more. And it will be St. Peter's ball. Ia rātau e whakaritana ia rātau anō me mihi ka tika ki a Māori Plus. Whakaata Māori e pāpāhua nei ene kemu katoa ki ngā kokona e whao te motu nei. I'll listen themselves up. Big thank you as well to Whakaata Māori broadcasting all of these Central North Island games live in demand across Aotearoa. Absolute privilege to work alongside them and bring you all this action. And as I'm doing the mihi, St. Peter's pick their moment well and go up the centre. The line out play, they shifted out to the right-hand side. Ball back on the inside, and he found a gap. The second 5 had a man on his left shoulder and in underneath the posts. Wha te kauma Fitsu ki te rima, 47 now, plays 5.
What is that clock? I got red, that means it's over. So I think that's another 20 minutes.
Second moment charge attempt here from Whanganui. St. Peter's yet to miss. Boys in white might be looking for a way to finally force some sort of mistake off the tee.
I think it's a timer. Yeah, 35 minutes. That's the green area.
He almost got it as well, but the flags are raised. Wha te kauma iwa. Karimai Naiane now 49. Plays 5 in favour of the boys in the blue. They are not relenting here.
Let's go, Collegiate!
Collegiates. Can't see what they'll know. They'll get us underway once more. They look to send it deep. And it is once more with them. They managed to reclaim their own kickoff, but St. Peter's driving through over the top, not allowing them to utilise that advantage. And the penalty calls. Looks like he had his hands on the ground there, not supporting his own weight, and St. Peter's with a chance to clear from inside their own half.
She just tried telling me.
Good kick there. Finds touch. Kitsua. Te kaumita. Beyond the 10-metre line. He rarangi ki waho no kia rātou. Looks like they have a set play, perhaps involving that second 5. Might look to run a bit of crash ball here. See what they can cook up.
Hey, baby, you pulled up over a play date.
No, they instead look to go further left. Good step there. And now he goes to ground. Close to this near side. Going up the centre. Just clearing him out there as the halfback as they go once more to their forwards, and this time driven back. Whanganui. Strong tackle put in. And now St. Peter's out to that right-hand side. Breaks 1, breaks 2. Doesn't need his support. Now he goes for the offload. A fantastic carry. Just crossing the sideline. It was a beautiful run up the right-hand wing. Found his man on the outside, but just stepping on the paint. Harangi ki waho. Kea Whanganui. Katsugano ki Whanganui goes to ground. Line out infringement called on the jumper there for St. Peter's. So now Whanganui look to run it out from their own line. Strong carry once more at the left-hand side. Gets taken to ground. Now looks to go left. Takes the contact. Strong carries here from Whanganui. Hokia noana ki tērā rautaki mā nawa nawa. Reitana rātou ki te kaui te pōro mai tō rātou ake haurua. Going back to that patient strategy, happy to carry the ball out from their own half. They've got fresh legs on in the forward pack. Not rolling away as well. Look once more to the sideline. Making good use of those fresh legs. Carry that ball strongly. And a good touch finder once more out in someone's backyard. The real MVP of the day is that man out there in the grey jacket who has been collecting absolutely everything. Someone buy them a coffee. They have put in a good shift today as the one and only ball retriever. Going to the centre of the line out now. Shifting it back towards that right-hand side, the St. Peter's line, rushing up to meet them. Strong contact, goes to ground and gets the penalty. Ritsu Mahunga, high tackle, the call against St. Peter's. Whanganui will look down towards the corner. Will we finally see, I'm going to sound like a South African, will we finally see a line-out drive? Fantastic touch finder. Gets it down almost to the 5-metre line. That is a beautiful kick from Whanganui. As you see the forwards piling in towards the line-outs. Let's wait and see what they cook up here. They go short and they do set the drive, and now they look to squeeze it towards the line. Ball goes to ground. There was a knock on from Whanganui, knocked on then from St. Peter's, but it will be the first infringement against the boys in whites. Close to their line. They will have the scrum feeds. Still an opportunity here for Whanganui to push through, maybe try and find some sort of respite. St. Peter's will give everything they've got on this defensive scrum. Goes to ground. Katsimatano, get underway once more. We'll move a few metres in field. Just a bit of a boggy patch there. Tough to get some grip for both teams. Whakawhakaritano. And now St. Peter's are going to run it out from their own line. The offload. The handmen on the outside couldn't quite access them. Whanganui getting over the top of the ball, winning the turnover. Call from the referee, perhaps not rolling away. So St. Peter's now with a chance to clear their own territory, and they do look towards that right-hand side. Good kick. And looks like the silver car might have taken a battering, and once more the MVP in the grey raincoat is off on his merry way to retrieve it. Someone get a tracker on that man. I'd love to see his heat map for the game. He's been covering the majority of that stretch of pavement. Getting in some good steps.
Hoping that I'm just going to say, no, I don't need it.
Is that throw just drifting? Not straight, and it was knocked on by St. Peter's, and in turn knocked on by Whanganui, but once more go back for the first infringement, no reira. E kakariano, Kingatani, Dema. There will be a scrum feed for the boys in whites. Minutes here, just 7 minutes left in this fixture. And now they go once more towards the wing. Pass a little bit low, but it was good hands to dig it out. And now they reset. Carrying strong into contact. Close to that 10-metre line. Now goes to ground over the top with Peters. The fantastic work over the ball. It was the open side flanker who got his hands on it and wins the turnover as well. Peters Katsitsu and Orki. They'll look once more to the sideline. Fantastic defensive work there from the boys in blue. And a great kick as well. Finds touch on the 22. St. Peters. Ja, Hainga ki te whakaroa tonu e taua apu, the chance to extend that gap even further. Harari ki waho. Throw not straight again. Just a couple issues at line out time for St. Peters. Now a chance for Whanganui to run it back out. That pass a little bit wild. They're forced to kick and it is a good clearance at that. Doesn't find touch though. St. Peters now. They fired out to the right hand side. There was no one there. Now a line out for Whanganui. They survived that one and win possession back.
Present for you for tomorrow. Open it up. Open the present up. Yeah, and what's the surprise in there? What do you want to do for your day? What do you want?
And now Whanganui looking to shift it. The ball goes to ground. It has been a difficult one handling wise for both of these teams with all of that moisture around, but now St. Peters looking to carry strong. He has been running so hard all game, has the number 8 for the boys in blue, and he's still going. Now the second 5, breaking up the centre, breaking tackles, left foot step, has a man on the outside, can't free up his hands. Peters will look to drive it up the middle once more. Strong contact from Whanganui. Looking to get over the top of it, and they have done. Fantastic counter ruck for the boys in white. As now they'll look to clear their line. And he will find touch. On that 22-metre line. Thought about taking it quickly, did St. Peters. In the end, they'll let the forwards have a go. Just 3 minutes left in the game. St. Peters looking to put the icing on the cake. Whanganui looking to find some positives. And a good steal there from Whanganui. And they'll look to run it out, use all of these minutes to their advantage. As now they swing it out to the left-hand side. They have some numbers. Can they free up the wheels down the wing? They cannot. And it looks like the knock-on advantage was over. So it will be another line out for the boys in blue. Now they send it back the line out, well controlled, getting up with a strong tackle, the reserve prop forward. Solid contact there for Whanganui. Taking a leaf out of the Peters book here with that rush defense. They're going to get up off their line, put some pressure. Knock on calls as we near closer and closer to the end. And it will be Kakari te whāngai kia Whanganui with the feed for the boys in whites. Still a minute to go. Can they find some positives here? Kua whawhai kaha rātau I tēnei kēmu no reira kare e kore. Mawhai whakatino tēnā tonu rātau I tēnei tū. They've fought hard. Still take some encouragement from this performance. They've stuck in it despite the scoreline, and they've put some good pressure on Peters, but now Peters with a chance to put this one to bed. Goes to ground, knock-on calls. Inaina he kakari kia Whanganui, a little bit of extra stuff after the ball there. Ia ki te kaiwao koira te whakamutunga o te Kemu nei, and the referee calls full time. Kua whawhai kaha ngā tima e rua, engari I te whakamutunga St. Peter's kua toa mā te whā, te kau mā whā. St. Peter's take it out in the end by 44 points, 49-5. Ora re te iwi koina I te whakamutunga o te Whiapāho nei. That is the end of our broadcast. It's been fantastic to watch this one alongside all of you joining in from across Aotearoa. Until next week, ko Toby tōku ingoa. My name is Toby. It has been an absolute pleasure. And we'll see you here, same time, next Saturday on MāORI Plus. Yes, it is, yeah. I think the referee just blew a little early.
Yeah.